we have seen is how to compute moment of a force and also how to compute moment of couple of forces. So
Yes.
based on that, we are going to solve few problems today first, and then we are going to look into the vector representation of moment of a force. So Shrutika, to start with, can you read the first problem, problem number 6, written here for me?
Yes, sir. A
Yes.
300 Newton force is applied at A as shown. Determine the moment of 300 Newton force about D. The smallest force applied at B that creates the same moment about D.
Yes. So therefore, this problem has now two parts. In the first part, what we have to do is we have to compute the moment of that 300 Newton force at suspension point D. Are you with me?
So,
Yeah. And in the second part, there is another task given. So first of all, we will concentrate on the first part of the problem. Let us do that first. So now what I'm going to give you is a easier trick to calculate or to compute moment of a force about any point. So instead of calculating moment of 300 Newton force itself, what we will do is we will resolve this 300 Newton force along two mutually orthogonal directions. Are you with me?
yes, sir.
And then we will compute moment of those components at point D. We will add the moments due to both the components, and then that is the moment of 300 Newton force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us choose our reference directions. I am going to call line parallel to AB as x-axis, line parallel to uh, uh, line perpendicular to AB, I am going to call it as y-axis. Are you with me?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then the angle made by this 300 Newton force with reference to x-axis is 25 degrees. So can we write down both the components of this 300 Newton force? Yes. What is x component? Will it be 300 cos 25 or 300 sin 25? Tell me.
Cos.
Yes, because जिसके बीच में theta वो component cos theta. That is our understanding. So we have proven that geometrically it is 300 cos 25.
20.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And will it be towards right or will it be towards left? Towards right, because we want to add these horizontal and vertical components such that a 300 Newton force in this quadrant is obtained. So therefore, horizontal component must be towards right and vertical component must be towards up. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the vertical component? Tell me.
Sin
300.
25.
Yes. So it is going to be 300 sine 25. Mind you, both these components are in Newton because the force is in Newton. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now I am going to write down the moment produced by this 300 cos 25 at D. So what are we trying to write down here? Moment produced by 300 Newton force. Moment produced by 300 Newton force at D. What is our claim? It is same as summation of moments produced by its 300 Newton forces component at D. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the first component? What is the horizontal component? 300 cos 25. Can you tell me what kind of moment does it produce about D? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा हमें? We will have to hold the body at D and imagine only this 300 cos 25 force to be acting on a body at A. What kind of rotation will it produce at D?
Anti-clockwise.
Yes. So therefore, this component is going to produce anti-clockwise rotation. Now I will stick to the color code so that you understand. Let us mark this force in red. So Y component is marked in red and X component is marked in green. So what is the X component? 300 cos 25. And it is going to cause anti-clockwise movement at D. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us adopt a sign convention. What is the sign convention that we will adopt? So let me say, I will consider anti-clockwise movement to be positive and I will consider clockwise movement to be negative. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is the sign convention that we will follow for a moment throughout our interactions. So sign convention is anti-clockwise movement positive and clockwise movement negative. 300 cos 25. It causes anti-clockwise movement at D. Therefore, I am going to give it a sign of plus. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now, what is the magnitude of that moment? तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? From D, I will have to drop perpendicular on line of action of this force, which happens to be horizontal. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So I will have to look at this distance. And what is that distance? That distance is 200 mm. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So important observation. Whenever you are writing down moment of horizontal force, you will be looking at vertical distance of point where you are calculating the moment from that force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So horizontal force, if you are writing the moment of a horizontal force, look for vertical distances. If you are calculating moment of a vertical force, you will look for horizontal distances. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let us look at this 300 sine 25 component. I will write down its moment in red color. So I will write it as 300 sine 25. Are you with me? Now, tell me what kind of movement is it going to cause at D? If I imagine
Clockwise.
body, yes. So it is going to produce a clockwise movement at D. So therefore, I am going to write it as negative. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the moment? 300 sine 25 multiplied by, from A, I will have to drop perpendicular, from D, I will have to drop perpendicular on line of action of 300 sine 25. So 300 sine 25 has this line of action. So if I drop a perpendicular from D on this, what is that distance? 100 mm. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So are we dealing with horizontal distances when we are calculating moment of a vertical force? Yes. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this multiplied by 100. So this is the moment of 300 Newton force at D. So can you calculate this for me and let me know the value?
Yes, sir.
Ensure that your calculator is in degree mode. I will also calculate with you. Now, as time progresses in this course, our calculations need to be faster. So 300 cos 25 multiplied by 200 minus 300 sine 25 multiplied by 100. So I am getting it as 41699.9. Is anyone else getting the same answer?
Yes, sir.
And what will be the unit? Unit will be, it is a force multiplied by distance. Distance is captured in mm and force is captured in Newton. So what will be the unit? It will be Newton mm. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the moment of 300 Newton force at D. This is the answer of this part. By the way, what is the sign that we have got? Is it a positive sign or negative sign? Positive sign.
Positive.
Positive.
So what is the conclusion? Therefore, this moment is anti-clockwise. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So the answer is complete only when you mention its magnitude in specified system of units as well as its direction. So directional sense here is anti-clockwise. So this 300 Newton force is going to cause anti-clockwise moment at D. Now let us look at this problem intuitively. If I continue the line of action of this 300 Newton force and imagine there is nothing else acting on a body. Hold the body at D. What kind of moment it is going to cause? You can see that it causes anti-clockwise rotation. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So our answer is correct. Now, if I were to directly calculate the moment of 300 Newton force, then I would, मुझे क्या करना पड़ता? From D, I will drop a perpendicular on line of action of this 300 Newton force, and मुझे ये distance calculate करना पड़ता. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
That problem means that problem for that problem you will have to use complicated geometry that has been eased out by resolving this 300 Newton force along two rectangular components, one along x, one along y. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
That's why I said that instead of taking the moment of 300 Newton force at D directly, we will resolve it into two components, and then we can take their moments easily and we can add them up with sign and we get the moment of 300 Newton force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now second part, this was straightforward part. Now let us look at the second part of the problem. It is very interesting. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go ahead. For part B, I am going to borrow this figure down once again. Anna, what is the second part? Can you read it for me once again? Part B.
The smallest force applied at B that creates the same moment about D.
So same matlab kya? Exactly the moment created by 300 Newton force. So this is the moment created by 300 Newton force. So I need to now apply some force at B. Now forget about this 300 Newton force. Are you with me? Forget about it.
Yes.
And I need to apply some force at B. Let us say I apply that force of this nature. So I call it as P and this is theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So I applied some random force oriented at an angle of theta with reference to x-axis, which is applied at B. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the smallest value of this force P which produces the same moment about D? So what is that same moment? That same moment is anti-clockwise with the magnitude of
6, 9.
4169.91 Newton mm. So now I am going to answer a reverse question. Do you understand that? Now I have been given moment of a force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you already know moment of force P at D. This is known. This is equal to plus y plus because it is anti-clockwise 41699.91. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I hope you have checked this calculation. This is right? 41699.91.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Newton mm. This is given. This P produces this much moment at D. And what you have to find out? You have to find out the smallest force P. You have to find out smallest value of P that can produce this moment. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So can we now write down moment produced by P at D by resolving it along two components? Can I resolve this P along two components? One will be like this. And this component I am going to call it as P cos theta. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And the another component is going to be something like this, and I am going to call that as P sin theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ और एक्स एक्सिस के साथ P ने किया हुआ एंगल थीटा है. That component must be P cos theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And if you have to get P in this quadrant, then it is but obvious that you need to have P cos theta and P sin theta oriented in this fashion. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the moment of P cos theta about D? Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise?
It's anti-clockwise.
Yes, because I am holding the body at D and I am looking at what is the moment produced by P cos theta. It is clockwise. So can I write it as minus p cos theta? And p cos theta being horizontal, I am interested in vertical distance, so it multiplied by 200. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Great. So minus p cos theta multiplied by 200 is the moment caused by p cos theta at d. What is the moment caused by p sin theta? Note the color code that I am following. p sin theta के लिए मैं रेड कलर यूज कर रहा हूँ.
It's anti-clockwise, sir. Positive.
It is anti-clockwise. Happy? And that is going to be equal to plus p sin theta multiplied by which distance should I consider? I should consider
300.
no, not 300. We are calculating the moment at D. So from D, I have to drop perpendicular on this line. So I should be considering this distance 200. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So जिसने 300 बोला था, did you understand that we are calculating the moment at D?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So therefore, this multiplied by 200. Happy? Yes, Shrutika. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So minus p cos theta into 200 plus p sin theta into 200. This is the moment of force P at point D. And this must be equal to how much? Tell me, this must be equal to
41699.91.
41699, right? 0.9. So what will be the value of P? So can I take P common from left hand side? Yes. So if I take P common, what do I get? I get it as 200 sin theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Minus 200 cos theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is equal to 41699.91. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of P? P will be equal to 41699.91 divided by 200 sin theta minus 200 cos theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is asked in the problem? Tell me. Can you read this statement again? The smallest force.
Yes, sir.
So I want this P to be small, as small as possible. I want this P to be as small as possible. So what should I do? So if
Maxima, minima.
yes, it is a concept of maxima minima, but instead of directly applying that concept to entire quantity, if I want P to be minimum, do you foresee that I want this denominator to be maximum?
Yes, sir.
This implies that I want the denominator to be maximum. Happy? Let me call this denominator as D. So let us say D is equal to 200. Are you with me? In bracket sin theta minus cos theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So maximize D. Maximize D for P to be minimum. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what? How do we get maxima? D is a function of theta. Do you agree with me? D is function of theta. So for D to be maximum, I must have differentiation of D with reference to theta to be 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And second derivative, D square D upon D theta square, this must be negative. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is the condition for maximum. Mathematically, we know if any quantity depends upon some variable, if I differentiate that quantity with that variable and it turns out to be 0, then it is either maxima or minima. But if the second derivative is negative, it is maxima. If second derivative is positive, it is minimum. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are not going to worry much about this. This is going to be automatically satisfied. What we are going to do is we are going to find out derivative of d, that is denominator, with reference to theta. So can you tell me what is d by d theta? So 200 as it is. Derivative of sine theta is cos
Cos
theta.
theta
And derivative of minus cos theta is plus sine theta.
plus
Plus
sin
sin.
theta.
Do you agree with me? This must be equal to 0.
0.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
So cos theta must be equal to, sorry,
Negative of sin
theta
theta.
must be equal to
Sine theta.
minus sin theta. Are you with me? Divide both the sides by cos theta. You get 1 is equal to minus tan theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So theta must be equal to what? Tell me. Theta must be equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what is tan inverse of minus 1.
3 pi by
130.
minus 4.
Tan inverse of minus 1 turns out to be minus 45 degree. Are you with me?
Minus pi by 4.
Yes. So it is minus 45 degree. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now how do I get the value of P minimum? I have to substitute this minus 45 degree in this equation. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, अब जरा यार पे ध्यान दो. What is P minimum? P minimum will be equal to this quantity when I substitute theta equal to minus 45. Can you do this for me? Substitute theta equal to minus 45 and tell me the value of P minimum. So it is 41699.91 divided by, in bracket, 200 sine of minus 45. Ensure that your calculator is in degree mode. Minus 200 cos of, if it is in radian mode, then accordingly substitute the value of angle. And angle value is to be substituted with sine. So what is the value that you have got? Yes, tell me. Is it minus 147.431?
Yes, sir.
431 Newton. Are you with me? Is everyone getting the same value? Now we have few challenges here. First of all, how do we interpret negative theta? And second thing, how do we interpret negative P? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the interpretation of negative P? See, at the beginning, when I assumed P, I assumed it towards the point of application or towards point B. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So when I say that P is negative, that means it is going away from the point of application. Originally assumed sense of P towards point of application is incorrect. ऐसे इसका मतलब है. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And now what about theta? How can theta be negative? So can you tell me the relationship between uh, tan theta and tan of 90 plus theta? Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I will be back. I hope I'm audible. So can you tell me the relationship between tan of theta and tan of 180 plus theta? Okay, pardon me, there was some internet connectivity issue today in the college. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If anything of this sort shall happen again, then you please be there in the room. As soon as I get the connection, I will join back. Okay. Okay. So Shrutika, now can you tell me the relationship between tan theta and tan 180 plus theta?
So tan 180 plus theta is minus cot theta.
No, no. Just do one exercise on your calculator. Calculate tan 35 degree and calculate tan of 180 plus 35 degree. Can you tell me how much is tan 35 degree?
It's minus 1.
No, tan of 35 degree. Ensure that your calculator is in degree mode, not in radian mode. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. 0.7.
Yeah. So how much is tan 35? And how 0.7, right? Shrutika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it exactly 0.7 or
Yes, sir. 0.7.
it is 0.7, correct? 0.7, not 707. Now can you do what is tan of 180 plus 35?
It's also, sir, 0.7.
So what is the relationship between tan theta and tan 180 plus theta? They are one and the same. You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So having said that, therefore, if we have a negative theta here, that negative theta doesn't have any physical meaning. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If theta, it will not have any physical meaning. So to have a physical meaning for theta, we have to consider next solution of that nonlinear trigonometric equation. If you look at this equation, theta is equal to tan inverse of minus. Going to have only one unit. It is not going to have a solution. Trigonometric equations are famous for n number of solutions. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, this equation is not going to have a unique solution. Therefore, we have to consider the next one.
So your voice is
And that
breaking.
is,
Voice is breaking.
am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, we have to correct root of theta, and that is equal to theta. Theta equal to now will be equal to 180 plus minus 45. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how much is that? It is 135 degree. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Uh, are you able to hear me, Shrutika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So theta will be equal to 180 plus minus 45. That is 135 degree. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us look at interpretation of these negative signs and let us draw P correctly. So how does P look like? So let me borrow this sketch down. So the angle theta is now 135 degree. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So 135 degree with reference to this line. So how does it look like? It look therefore P must be of this nature. देखो यहाँ पे. At B, P must act in this way. Then only this angle will be 135 degree. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And in addition to that, the value of P has turned out to be negative. Is it minus 147.437? Is that right?
431.
Minus 147.431. 147.433. Can you once again calculate this value and check whether it is negative or positive for me? This P mean value. So what is, let me check what is the sign now. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, sir.
Can you just cross verify this?
Yes, it's negative.
It's negative. Okay. this value has to be 147.431 Newton. Are you with me? Shrutika, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the only worrying thing for me is this moment is 41699.911. This moment is anti-clockwise, and if I have to consider this negative sign of the force, then I have to show this P in reverse fashion. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Like that. And then it is going to cause clockwise movement about D. So there is some gadbad in sign or interpretation of sign. We will come back to that once again, but just before that, let us do one thing. If 47.431 Newton is in this direction, does it produce the same moment D? We will calculate. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us try to calculate that. So what is the moment of 147.431? 137.431. Now, that's 45 degrees. Are you with me?
So your voice is breaking again.
Shrutika is still breaking.
Yes, sir, it's breaking it.
Okay. Now,